Good morning. How many people are here? And if you can, how's my audio and video? I've changed the lighting a little bit today. I've reduced the intensity of the lighting so I have a little more contrast. I think it works better from what I can see already. So we left off yesterday, and I'll introduce myself again quickly, but I think these sessions are being recorded, so you can actually view the first one yesterday, and I talked more about my background and my books that I've published and my course offerings. And these are the books again. These are books that I've written in the past few years, and this is my most recent one on quiet woodworking. And this talks mostly about the transition to hand tools and the advantages of hand tool woodworking compared to full-on machinery and power tools. Of course, there is an intermediate hybrid stage. And this is my journey from my former high-tech career of 30 years to my woodworking furniture making career of 30 years. Now, if you add that up, it doesn't make sense. I must be about 90 years old or something. But it is just considerable overlap. I did woodworking part-time for a number of years, and then only in the last 13 years that I've been doing it full-time. This is starting a woodworking business book. It's pretty good. It's been revised, by the way. And this is when I delved into wood art. This is a wood artist. It's all about moving away from furniture and more into organic sculptural work and inlay and working with micro photography on dyed woods. It's a very interesting book, actually. And this is a whole book on a progression of a design to a piece of furniture. So this covers very good photography on all the steps and techniques I use from my design stage, the formative stage, and then what criteria I use to design furniture, right through to the making of the furniture. So these books are available on my woodskills.com website, and I think there's a 30% discount for wood show participants. I think if I'm not mistaken, the code is woodshow30. So these are available, along with I have several woodworking courses, from a basic woodworking course right through to furniture design course, and right through to a design and making course that you actually get the book with the course, and something on Kamiko. So I'll put this aside because we don't have much time, and I've got quite a bit to cover today. It's the last session of the 2 sessions. So hopefully the audio video is correct. I don't see anybody replying on what I can gather. It's fine. But yesterday we left off with this rough board, and it's so I've dressed one side and I've made it flat because this is actually the reference surface, and this is just to give you an idea, this is a rough side. So the concept is to dress one side, create a reference surface, a flat reference surface, and use this as a basis to address the secondary side, or thickness of the board, bring it down to the thickness you desire. Now you can do this with machines, of course, and this I tend to use machines more often than not for this stage. But if you're intent on using hand tools, I described the process yesterday. Using a scrub plane for preliminary cleaning of the wood, removing all the rough part, and then using the jointer plane. I used a wood-based jointer plane. This plane I was using yesterday, I forgot to mention, is this is a plane I at one point in my woodworking career, I decided to create wooden planes. So just 2002, 2003, I started marketing some wooden planes, and these are a few leftovers that I've kept just for nostalgic reasons. But this is a wood body jointer from about 2002, 2003, so it's almost 20 years old. And this is a wood body smoother with my own design that I designed with White Mountain Tool Works back in the day. And I stopped doing that because I progressed onto furniture making. I attended a local school, Rosewood Studio, based in Almont at the time, and I went through several weeks of training with visiting instructors on furniture making, and that's what I've gravitated towards furniture making since. I'll put this aside. So back to this board. Yesterday I mentioned that you need a long straight edge, longer than the board preferably, to determine if the board is flat. And this is I'm using an aluminum level, which is fine. I mean, you could use, I have real straight edges that are dedicated straight edges, but the aluminum level is fine. I mean, it's straight, relatively straight. So this board's doing really well, and I removed some high spots at the ends, and I had to work around this knotted area in the middle, so it works that way. It's fairly flat. And then across the board, you need to also measure across the board, and this is it's kind of flat. Now, if you notice the board rocks, and that's because the opposite side, the opposite face hasn't been touched at all. And there's a convex, it's actually convex. And this side is almost okay, just a little bit of rocking. I need to remove a high point. So let's assume this is a good reference surface, and this is a grain orientation. What we can do is, and I'll show you, we'll lock this in. Now these are, I wanted to talk about the work holding that I've developed. This is a work holding system I've developed. And this plugs into a workbench with the dog hole. It's customized to my particular workbenches. And so it plugs in, it locks in, and this actually this portion keeps it from rotating. And this is the dog hole that locks in. And I've also attached a leather face for better grip. So that's that. Then at the opposite end, I have something similar, but without the dog, without the dog part. So this slides along the face vise, and this serves as the tail vise. It actually works quite well with the addition of the leather cowhide, and it's considerable grip. I'll show you. Well, I was using it yesterday in the earlier session, but last night I added this cowhide to this one a little more, increase the friction. So I'll lock this in here. Lock it in the face vise. Now, I need to mention the face vise is on the left on this workbench. This is on most workbenches, and I'm left-handed. So this works for me really well. Now, if you're right-handed, you'll have to set up something on the opposite side, and I have some tail vices. I also designed some tail vices that work in conjunction with an end vise. These move back and forth, and this serves as a tail vise. And I offer plans for that at my wood skill site. So this works better for right-handed people because you're using your right hand, of course, to. Now, in my case, this system works really well. It's left-handed, but if you're ambidextrous or if you can use your left hand for hand planing, you're fine. So back to this. I'll just be a second. I need to set something.